The diamond ring shattered against the marble floor of the penthouse, fragments scattering like stars in a night sky gone wrong. Elena stared at the wreckage, her chest heaving as her ex-fiancé now, stood frozen, his face a mask of confusion and hurt. "You can't just end it like this," he pleaded, but she turned away, the truth she'd buried for years clawing its way out. She wasn't in love with him or any man, and the charade had finally crumbled under the weight of her unspoken desires. Elena Sinclair, heiress to a tech fortune that could buy half of San Francisco, had always played the part society scripted for her. Perfect daughter, poised businesswoman, future wife to a suitable match. But that night, as she fled the apartment, her mind raced not to regret but to a dingy bar in the Mission District where she'd found fleeting solace. There, behind the counter, was Rowan, the tomboy bartender with a sharp wit and eyes that seemed to see through her polished facade. Rowan, who poured drinks with effortless grace, her short hair tousled, sleeves rolled up revealing tattoos that hinted at stories untold. Elena had convinced herself it was just admiration, but the ring's destruction screamed otherwise. She drove through the rain-slicked streets, her Mercedes cutting through the fog like a knife. "Why now?" she thought, gripping the wheel. "Because pretending is killing me." The bar, called the Rusty Nail, appeared like a beacon, its neon sign flickering. Elena parked haphazardly and burst inside, the familiar scent of spilled beer and old wood enveloping her. Rowan looked up from wiping the counter, her expression shifting from surprise to concern. "Rough night, princess?" she quipped, but her voice held a gentleness that made Elena's resolve waver. "I need a drink," Elena said, sliding onto a stool. "Something strong." As Rowan mixed a whiskey sour, Elena's thoughts swirled. "She's probably straight, or at least not interested in someone like me, spoiled, repressed." But the way Rowan leaned in, listening as Elena poured out the engagement's end, felt like a lifeline. "He didn't deserve that," Rowan said softly, sliding the glass over. "But neither do you if it wasn't real." Elena met her gaze, feeling exposed. Is this what freedom feels like? Terrifying and electric? The night blurred into confessions. Elena admitted her family's expectations, the conservative parents who donated to anti-LGBT causes while preaching tolerance in public. "They'd disown me if they knew," she whispered. Rowan nodded, sharing snippets of her own life. Growing up in a small town, escaping judgment by moving to the city. "People assume things about me because of how I look," Rowan said, touching her short hair self-consciously. "Tomboy means lesbian, right? But assumptions are dangerous." Elena's heart pounded. Does she know? Am I that obvious? By closing time, Elena was tipsy, her inhibitions low. "What if I bought this place?" she blurted, half joking. Rowan laughed. "You? Own a dive bar? That'd be a sight." But Elena's mind latched onto the idea. Control something real, not the boardrooms her father dominated. And maybe, just maybe, get closer to Rowan. The next morning, hungover but determined, she called her lawyer. "Find out who owns the Rusty Nail. I want it." Weeks passed in a whirlwind. Elena's parents grilled her about the broken engagement. "You're throwing away stability," her mother hissed over brunch. "For what?" "A phase." Elena bit back the truth, her inner turmoil raging. "I'm not a phase. This is me." But the fear of losing their approval, their fortune tied to her compliance, gnawed at her. She threw herself into the acquisition, learning the bar was in debt, owned by an absentee landlord. Negotiations were swift. Money talked. Rowan got the news from her boss, who shrugged it off. "Some rich chick bought us out. Hope she doesn't turn it into a yoga studio." Rowan's stomach dropped. "Elena? Why?" Suspicion crept in. Is she trying to play hero? Or something more? That evening, Elena showed up, papers in hand. "It's official," she announced, beaming. Rowan crossed her arms. "Congratulations." "What now?" "Fire everyone." Elena faltered. "No, I want to help. Make it better." But Rowan's eyes narrowed. Help? Or control? The accusation hung heavy. Elena's mind raced. She's right. Am I just buying my way in? The tension built, unspoken attractions clashing with doubts. As patrons filtered in, Elena retreated, questioning her impulse. What have I done? Rowan wiped down the bar, her thoughts a storm. Elena's gaze lingers too long. Is she Interested. But Rowan's past flashed. A betrayal by a friend who assumed her orientation and pushed boundaries. I can't afford assumptions. Not with my job on the line now. Yet a spark ignited, curiosity mixing with wariness. This could end badly. Elena drove home, the city lights blurring. Buying the bar was supposed to liberate me, but it feels like another cage. Her phone buzzed, her father demanding a meeting. We need to discuss your recent expenditures. Panic set in. If he digs, he'll find out everything. The boardroom in Sinclair Tech's headquarters felt like a tribunal. Elena sat across from her father, Victor, his steely eyes boring into her. A bar? In the Mission? Have you lost your mind? He thundered, slamming the financial report down. Her mother, Evelyn, sat beside him, lips pursed in disapproval. Elena's pulse raced. They're not just angry about the money. It's the deviation from the plan. I needed a change, Elena said evenly, though inside she screamed. After the engagement fiasco, this is my rebellion. But Victor leaned forward. Change? Or distraction from your failures? Breaking off with James was bad enough. Now this whim. Elena's fists clenched under the table. Failures? Like living a lie for you? It's an investment, she lied. Diversification. Evelyn chimed in. Her voice laced with concern that felt like judgment. Darling, think of the family name. Associating with. That crowd. That crowd. The implication stung. Queers, misfits, anyone not in their elite circle. Elena stormed out, her mind reeling. They're suffocating me. But the bar called her back. That afternoon she arrived early, finding Rowan restocking shelves. We need to talk, Elena said. Rowan turned, her expression guarded. About what? Your grand plans. The sarcasm cut, but Elena pressed on. I didn't buy it to control you. I admire what you do here. Rowan's laugh was bitter. Admire? Or something else? The air thickened. Does she suspect? They argued over changes. Elena wanted renovations. Rowan defended the bar's gritty charm. This place is for real people, not your yuppie friends. Rowan snapped. Elena recoiled. Am I that out of touch? But as they debated, proximity sparked tension. Rowan's scent, citrus and leather, made Elena's thoughts wander. Stop it. She's your employee now. Conflict of interest screamed in her head. That night the bar buzzed. Elena helped behind the counter, clumsily at first. Rowan guided her, their hands brushing. Like this, Rowan said, demonstrating a pour. Elena's skin tingled. Is this flirting? Or am I projecting? A regular, Mike joked. New boss lady's got the hots for you, Ro. Rowan shot him a glare, but Elena blushed. The seed of doubt planted deeper. Rowan's inner world churned. Elena's not like the others, entitled, yes, but vulnerable. But buying the bar? It's power play. Memories surfaced. Her conservative family back in Ohio, disowning her brother for coming out. I hid my own questions to survive. Am I straight? B? The labels terrified her. And now with Elena's intense stares, old fears resurfaced. Elena confided in her best friend, Lila, over coffee. I think I'm falling for her, she admitted. Lila's eyes widened. The bartender? Elena, you're playing with fire. Your parents. Elena nodded, the weight crushing. If they find out, I'll lose everything. But suppressing it hurts more. Tensions escalated when Victor showed up unannounced. Inspecting my daughter's folly, he announced, eyeing the patrons disdainfully. Rowan overheard his snide remarks about alternative lifestyles. Her blood boiled. He's the type who funds hate. When he cornered Elena, demanding she sell, Rowan intervened. She owns it now. Respect that. Victor's glare was venomous. And who are you? The one keeping this place alive, Rowan retorted. Elena pulled her aside later. You didn't have to do that. Rowan shrugged. Someone should stand up to bullies. Their eyes locked, a moment of raw connection. But Elena pulled back. I can't risk it. Not yet. The next day, Rowan found a note in her locker. Anonymous warning. Watch out for the rich bitch. She's not what she seems. Paranoia set in. Is this from a jealous employee? Or Elena's world bleeding in? She confronted Elena. If you're using me to rebel, stop. Elena's denial was fervent. It's not like that. But doubt lingered. Elena's turmoil peaked at a family dinner. Evelyn probed. Any new prospects? The subtext. Find a man, settle down. Elena excused herself, tears stinging. I'm done hiding. But the cost, inheritance, status loomed. Rowan, alone in her apartment, stared at the ceiling. Elena's stirring something in me. Attraction? Or just the drama? A call from her sister back home. Mom's asking about you. When are you bringing a boyfriend home? The pressure twisted like a knife. As weeks turned, small betrayals emerged. Elena approved a remodel without consulting Rowan. Erasing a mural of local history. Rowan exploded. You're erasing us. Elena apologized, but the rift widened. Inside, Elena thought, I'm trying to fix it, but I'm breaking everything. A turning point came during a storm. Power out, bar empty except them. Candles flickered as they talked, really talked. Rowan shared her fears of labels. Society boxes you in. Elena nodded. I know. I've been in one my whole life. Vulnerability bridged the gap, but hesitation held them back. The anonymous notes escalated. Rowan found another in her coat. She's buying more than the bar, your soul next? Her hands shook. Who knows? Paranoia poisoned her shifts. Elena noticed the distance. What's wrong? She asked. Rowan hesitated, then showed the note. Elena's face paled. This is harassment. I'll handle it. But Rowan snapped. Handle it? Like you handled buying this place behind my back. The argument spilled into the alley. You think I'm some predator? Elena yelled. Rowan fired back. Rich girl swoops in, assumes I'm gay because of my look? Classic. Elena froze. How does she know that's what I thought? The truth tumbled out. I did assume. But it's more. I bought it because I couldn't stay away from you. Rowan's eyes widened. Shock then anger. So it is a game. Get the tomboy lesbian trope. Elena's confession cracked open. No. It's me. I'm the one hiding. I'm gay, Rowan. And you. You make me feel seen. Silence stretched. Rowan's mind raced. She's gay? And interested in me? But her own confusion surged. I don't know what I am. But using your money to force proximity? That's wrong. Elena recoiled, the moral weight hitting. I've crossed lines. Power imbalance. It's unethical. They parted in turmoil. Elena drove aimlessly, tears blurring the road. I've hurt her. The very thing I feared, becoming like my parents, imposing my will. She called Lila. I confessed. It backfired. Lila sighed. You bought her workplace, Elena. That's not romance, it's coercion. Rowan confided in a coworker, Jess. She's gay and thinks I am too. Jess raised an eyebrow. Aren't you? The way you look at women. Rowan bristled. Assumptions again. But deep down memories stirred. Crushes on girls in school dismissed as phases. Maybe I am. But not like this, not forced. Family pressures mounted. Victor cut Elena's access to family funds. Until you sell that dump and get your life together. Evelyn called, pleading. Think of us. The scandal if word gets out. Elena's resolve hardened. Kang Dan. My truth is not a scandal. But the isolation gnawed. At the bar, awkwardness reigned. Patrons sensed the tension. Mike teased. Lovers quarrel? Rowan ignored him, but inside betrayal festered. Then a revelation. Checking security footage for the note sender, she saw Elena's assistant slipping one in. Confrontation exploded. You had your people spy on me? Elena admitted. I was worried. But it was wrong. Rowan felt violated. Trust? You don't know the meaning. She quit on the spot. Elena begged. Don't. We can fix this. But Rowan walked out, heart pounding. I've lost my job, my sanctuary. For what? A woman's whims? Rowan crashed at Jess's, thoughts swirling. Elena's confession echoes my own doubts. But the power play, it's toxic. A call from her mother. Come home, sweetie. Find a nice man. The words choked her. I can't go back to that lie. Elena drowned in regret. I've destroyed what I wanted. She considered selling, but pride held. Instead, she hired temp staff, the bar limping along. Loneliness amplified her inner conflicts. Am I worthy of love if I manipulate it? Weeks later, a social event forced a reunion. A fundraiser for LGBT rights. Ironic, given Elena's family ties. She attended to spite them. Rowan was there volunteering. Their eyes met across the room. Tension crackled. Rowan approached. Fancy seeing the boss here.
Alaina whispered, I'm sorry.
Truly. They talked outside away from prying eyes. Rowan admitted. Your assumption wasn't entirely wrong.
Ive questioned.
Everything. Elena's hope flickered. But Rowan added. But the way you went about it buying the bar, that's the problem. Elena nodded. I see that now. The price of my impulsiveness. Forgiveness tentative, they agreed to meet neutrally. Coffee turned deep. Elena shared childhood pressures. Dad's donations to conversion therapy groups. Hypocrite. Rowan opened up. My family disowned my brother. I hid to avoid the same. Shared pain bonded them, but caution lingered. Betrayal struck again. Victor, digging, discovered the notes were from his own PI. Hired to protect Elena. He confronted her. That bartender? You're involved. Elena stood firm. Yes. And I'm gay. His rage erupted. Not under my roof. You're cut off. The fallout. Elena lost her position at the company, her luxury life crumbling. She moved to a modest apartment, the bar her only asset. Rowan, hearing, reached out. You paid a price. Elena smiled weakly. Worth it if it means truth. But Rowan's own family called, demanding a visit. Bring no drama, they warned. She went testing waters. Coming out? Not yet. But seeds planted. Disinheritance hit like a tidal wave. Elena stared at the eviction notice from her penthouse. Victor's final jab. Boxes piled, she packed alone, thoughts tormenting. I've lost the safety net but gained authenticity. Is it enough? The bar became her refuge, though profits dipped without Rowan's touch. Rowan returned part-time warily. For the staff, she said. But proximity reignited sparks. Shared shifts led to late-night talks. What now? Rowan asked. Elena shrugged. Rebuild. Without strings. Rowan nodded, her own battles raging. Back home, her family's probing. Any boyfriends? She deflected, but the lie burned. I'm attracted to Elena. Admitting it means appending everything. Society's gaze intensified. Whispers at the bar. The heiress and the barkeep, scandalous. A tabloid snippet emerged, hinting at Elena's lifestyle change. Victor fueled it, leaking to press. Elena faced paparazzi, shielding her face. This is the price, public dissection. Rowan stood by her. Ignore them. But inside, Rowan feared for her privacy. A major confrontation brewed. Elena's mother showed up at the bar, elegant and out of place. This is beneath you, Evelyn said. Elena countered. No, hiding was beneath me. Evelyn's tears flowed. We love you, but society. Elena hugged her. Love me as I am or not at all. Evelyn left conflicted. A chink in the armor. Rowan's turn came during a family reunion. Her brother, estranged, called first. Come out when ready. I'll support. Bolstered, she faced them. I'm seeing someone, a woman. Chaos ensued. Mother's sobs. It's a phase. Father's silence, damning. Rowan left, heart shattered. The rejection stung deeper than expected. I've paid with family ties. Back in the city, she sought Elena. They disowned me, essentially. Elena held her, platonically, boundaries respected. I'm here. Comfort turned intimate in emotion, not body. But trust rebuilt slowly. Moral dilemmas peaked when Victor offered reinstatement. If Elena sold the bar and reformed. Temptation gnawed. Security versus self. She refused. I'd rather be broke and true. The decision empowered but isolated. Rowan faced a choice. Commit or flee. Ex from college, a man reached out. Miss you. Temptation to revert to normalcy. But meeting him felt wrong. I can't deny this anymore. She chose Elena, confessing over dinner. Itinkiambi. And I want to try. Us. Joy mixed with fear. They navigated dating ethically. Elena stepping back as boss, hiring a manager. But betrayals lingered. Jess jealous leaked to press. Power imbalance romance.
Headlines crime d'exploitation.
Rowan doubted. Is this real or your conquest? Elena proved otherwise. offering to sell Rowan half the bar. Equal partners. Rowan accepted, sealing trust. But damage done, patrons boycotted, business suffered. Food for thought turned to action. They hosted an LGBT event at the bar, defying critics. Victor crashed it, confronting. "You're ruining the family." Elena stood tall. "No, you're ruining me." He left, but seeds of change planted. Evelyn called later, apologizing tentatively. Rowan's family softened. Her brother mediated. Give them time. Healing began, but scars remained. As relationship deepened, internal conflicts arose. Elena questioned, "Am I worthy after my mistakes?" Rowan, "Can I forgive fully?" They argued over pasts. Elena's assumptions, Rowan's hesitations. "You thought I was easy because of my look," Rowan accused. Elena admitted, "I was wrong. Biased. Growth through pain." A climax. Bar faced closure from debts. They rallied community, saving it. Victory tasted sweet but exhausting. In quiet moments they reflected. Elena, the price of truth, loss but gain in self. Rowan, same with added awakening. The bar's revival party pulsed with life, but beneath tensions simmered. Elena and Rowan stood side by side, greeting guests, their fingers brushing discreetly. Yet Rowan's mind wandered to the costs. "I've lost family contact, job security once. Is love worth it?" Elena sensed it. Second thoughts. Rowan shook her head, but doubt lingered. A surprise. Victor arrived uninvited. "We need to talk," he said gruffly. Elena led him to the office. "What now?" "More threats." Victor sighed, aged suddenly. "Your mother. She's been reading. About acceptance." Elena's breath caught. "Change?" But Victor added, "I can't yet. But I'm trying." It was a crack, not a flood, but hope flickered. The price of patience. Rowan overheard, her own wounds raw. Later she confronted Elena. "Your family gets a redemption arc, mine?" Radio silence. Elena empathized. "Fight for them or let go. Your choice." Rowan nodded, but the inequality stung. Why do the rich get easier paths? As the night wound down, a betrayal unfolded. Jess, fired earlier for leaks, returned drunk. "You two deserve each other, manipulator and pushover," she slurred, revealing she'd sent the initial notes. Chaos. Patrons gasped. Rowan lunged forward. "You almost ruined us," Jess sneered. Elena bought her way in. "You're blind." Security escorted her out, but words lingered. Elena and Rowan debriefed alone. "She's right about one thing," Rowan admitted. "The start was messed up." Elena nodded. "I regret it every day. But we've built something real." Tears flowed. Forgiveness tested limits. Rowan's family breakthrough came via email. Mother apologizing. "I was wrong. Come home." Rowan went, Elena supporting from afar. Reunion tense, questions, tears. "We feared losing you," father said. Rowan. "You almost did." Healing tentative but started. The price, vulnerability. Back together they faced societal backlash. A conservative group picketed the bar, chanting slurs. Elena stood firm, counter-protesting. "This is our space." Rowan joined, empowered. But inside, trauma resurfaced. "They see us as threats," Rowan whispered. Elena. "Let them. We're stronger." Personal growth deepened. Elena volunteered at LGBT centers, atoning for families past. Rowan explored her identity, joining support groups. "By feels right," she shared. Their bond strengthened through trials. Yet a final test. Elena received an offer to buy the bar, lucrative, from a chain. Temptation. Financial security. "We could start fresh," she suggested. Rowan hesitated. "But this place is us, flawed beginnings and all." They declined, choosing integrity over ease. As months passed, stability returned. Families mended slowly, dinners awkward but progressing. Society's judgments faded, replaced by community support. In the end, they sat on the bar's rooftop, city sprawled below. Was it worth the pain? Elena asked. Rowan smiled. Yes, truth always is. But reflections lingered on choices, damages. Was it right to pursue love through power, even if redeemed? Or does the initial wrong forever taint the outcome?